morning, everybody. This is Terry Doherty, and I'm with Patricia Cardello, author of The Magic Tale of Santa Dust, to talk about her book and a little extra something special. Welcome to BEA, Patricia.
Thank you for having me, Terry. I appreciate it.
Okay, so it's May 30th. They're calling for 90 degrees outside.
Yes.
It's a little warm for New York. How are things at the North Pole these days?
The North Pole is very busy this time of year. We are gearing up for a big season. Then all the elves are working, getting all the presents ready with Santa, and it's going to be a very, very busy year for the Magical Tale.
Well, I understand that there's something a little bit special about the dust that comes from the North Pole that goes with your book.
Well, the dust comes directly from the North Pole.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and as the tale tells, the North Pole is comprised of dust. And when Santa sees the dust, he recognizes it as the dust that surrounds the North Pole, and that's what leads him right to your door.
So I need to have the dust. Well, my daughter needs to have
yes,
the
your daughter
dust
does.
and make sure that it's sprinkled on Christmas Eve outside.
Yes, the tradition is a Christmas Eve tradition. At this point, the elves have been put away, and this is a Christmas Eve tradition that you do with your children. Right before they go to bed, you would read the tale with them, and then you'd go outside with your little magical Santa dust pouch, and you'd go up your driveway and along your street, and you'd lead a trail for Santa right to your door. And that's how, when he's on his journey above, he sees the dust and recognizes it as his magical dust, and he's led right to your door. And it's a Christmas Eve tradition that you can do year after year after year with your children. It's really quite beautiful.
Well, it's wonderful that he has you as a spokesman to help spread the word about the dust.
Sure, he does.
How did he know that you were the person? You know, what inspired him to connect with you?
Well, many years ago when my children were younger, we had just moved, and they were fearful that Santa wouldn't find them. And I said, well, let's lead a trail for him so that as he's on his journey, he knows a child lives in this building. So we came up with our own potion. And as it moved on, I was in contact with Santa, and I got the dust directly from the North Pole, and that began the tradition of Santa dust. And it never fails. Santa arrives the next morning, always.
Wonderful. Now, you and I were talking off stage a little bit about the fact that you also do private labeling for your books. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, I will. Many companies, for FAO Schwartz, for example, they will put FAO Schwartz right here. And then I shrink wrap the book for them, and they sell it in their store as a souvenir item. A lot of tourists come to New York, and they want to bring back something from FAO Schwartz. And so this is a souvenir item. I do it for a lot of big corporations. A lot of companies use it to give out at Christmas time to their sponsors, to their following. Yankees Stadium put Yankees on. They give big gift baskets at Christmas time. Hotels, Ritz-Carlton, many big hotels use it, and they sell it in their store as a gift item.
That's a great idea.
It's been a big boom for us, and getting the word out on Magical Tale of Santa Dust.
Well, and I'm sure Santa's very happy about that.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I think his elves are busy this time of year, and I think it's going to be a very, very big year for us.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it to stop by the
Thank
studio
you so much.
and talk about on behalf of Santa.
Thank you so much for having me, Terry. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Patricia.
Have a happy holiday.
Thanks.